They said Antoine Semenyo was just another Bournemouth player having a good season. But right now, this Ghanaian winger is about to become Manchester City's most dangerous weapon in the title race. Want proof? Look at how he destroyed Liverpool with a brace at Anfield on the opening day of the season in a 4-2 defeat.
Brooks. First time delivery for Semenyo! 2-1 in Anfield! Bournemouth are right back in it! They lost some bit. Plenty support to his left, Semenyo, if he can see them in his peripheral vision. Semenyo! 2-2!
Still don't believe me? Check out his goal versus Manchester United.
Here's Semenyo. Possibility here for the visitors. Antoine Semenyo! 1-1.
What about his consistency? He has been directly involved in 64% of Bournemouth's goals this season. And here's the kicker. Fabrizio Romano just confirmed that Semenyo has chosen Manchester City as his next destination in January.
My understanding is that Manchester City in the last 12 hours, as I was posting on my accounts, have been really insisting. Let's say since the early morning. City have been very clear with Semenyo. We want you, we believe you can be a big part of our team. City also presented, like Man United and all the others, a tactical approach for Semenyo. He can play as a winger, but Man City also believe in some cases he can play in a more central position when needed. So Man City sees Semenyo as a perfect option in terms of speed, in terms of quality, in terms of goal contributions, in terms of physicality, something that they wanted to add to the squad for the second half of the season and the future, of course, because it's going to be a very long contract. So this contact between Manchester City and Semenyo has been very positive. Pep Guardiola has been part of the conversation. Pep Guardiola approved this possibility to go for Antoine Semenyo. The idea was directly by the director, Hugo Viana. Hugo Viana in the last 12 hours has been pushing a lot. Something like, okay, we want you. We consider you a top target. We are prepared to make an effort. But at the same time, we want an answer as soon as possible. Man City were never gonna wait until the first week of January to get a decision from Antoine Semenyo.
And Arsenal should be absolutely terrified. Manchester City and Bournemouth are currently in direct contact to finalize the deal. Chelsea wanted him desperately. Liverpool were pushing hard. Manchester United tried to convince him. Tottenham made their move, but Semenyo politely rejected them. But in the end, it was Pep Guardiola and Manchester City who won the race. And can you blame him for choosing the champions? Bournemouth have a £65 million release clause for Semenyo that becomes active in the first 10 days of the January transfer window. Manchester City are trying to structure a different deal with better payment terms. They want to spread the payments over a longer period instead of paying the full £65 million up front, which is classic City business. Bournemouth might accept because they signed Semenyo for only £10 million back in January 2023. So even at £50 million with add-ons, they are making massive profit. So why should Arsenal be worried? Arsenal are first place with 39 points after 17 matches, and they have built the best defense in the entire league. They have conceded only 10 goals all season and kept 9 clean sheets, which is the most of any team. Mikel Arteta has created a fortress at the Emirates. But Manchester City are second with 37 points. Only 2 points separate the two teams, and this is giving serious déjà vu vibes because Arsenal have been here before. In 2022-2023 and 2023-2024, Arsenal were top of the table at Christmas, but Manchester City chased them down and won the league both times. This is now the third time in 4 years that Arsenal have topped the table at Christmas, and both previous times they were beaten by City. Arsenal fans have felt this hope before and had their hearts broken. Can they finally hold on this time? If Manchester City sign Antoine Semenyo in January, the answer might be no. Let me explain why Semenyo is the perfect signing for City and a nightmare for Arsenal. The 25-year-old winger has scored 8 goals and provided 3 assists in just 16 Premier League matches for Bournemouth. He is their top scorer and has been involved in almost 2/3 of their goals this season. That is elite output for a team not even in the top 6. But stats only tell half the story. Semenyo is a 2-footed winger who can play on either flank, giving Pep Guardiola incredible tactical flexibility. He is unpredictable, strong, and glides past defenders with ease. His dribbling is elite, averaging over 13 meters per carry. When he gets the ball, he drives forward and causes chaos. He is physical enough to handle tough defenders, but technical enough to operate in tight spaces. He can cut inside and shoot with either foot, or drive to the byline and whip in crosses. Defenders don't know what he's going to do next, and that unpredictability is gold in Guardiola's system. Now let's talk about what this means for Manchester City's attack, because they are already absolutely cooking this season. Erling Haaland is having another monster campaign with 19 Premier League goals, leading the race for the Golden Boot once again.
To Semenyo. Dances away from Sofal, looks for Haaland! That is a beautifully constructed Manchester City goal. From back to front, with a familiar...
The Norwegian is basically unstoppable right now, and has already scored 99 Premier League goals in just 108 appearances for Manchester City. He is one goal away from hitting a century in the English top flight, and he is only 25 years old. Absolutely ridiculous numbers.
Then you have Rayan Cherki, who arrived from Lyon in the summer for £34 million and has been absolutely sensational.
For Cherki, he hits it into the net! Rayan Cherki! You are gonna be one of those players that we will always talk about. He's got the number 10 of Georgi Kinkladze. He has that kind of swagger, and with that kind of finishing, we might just have a legend on our hands.
The French playmaker currently has 6 assists in the Premier League, which puts him second in the race for the Golden Playmaker Award. Remember, he missed 6 weeks of the season through injury, but still leads the assists chart among players who have started 6 matches. His Rabona assist against Sunderland back in December was voted Assist of the Season by fans across the country, and his partnership with Phil Foden has been absolutely breathtaking to watch. Speaking of Foden, the English star is rediscovering his best form after a difficult 2024-25 season. He struggled with off-field issues and only managed 10 goals last season, which was well below his standards. But this year, Guardiola has deployed him in a deeper role on the left of central midfield, and it has worked wonders.
It's running.
Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden! Oh, wow!
Foden has 7 goals already this season and is timing his runs into the box perfectly. He and Cherki have started 5 Premier League matches together, and Manchester City have scored 12 goals in those games. That works out to 1 goal every 30 minutes when those two play together, which is absolutely frightening for any defender. And don't forget about Jeremy Doku. The Belgian winger is having another excellent season with 4 assists and leads the entire Premier League in successful take-ons with 36. He is a constant nightmare for fullbacks because of his pace and direct running. When Doku gets the ball in wide areas, defenders know they are in for a very long afternoon. So imagine adding Antoine Semenyo to that mix. Suddenly, Pep Guardiola has Haaland as his number 9, he has Cherki and Foden operating as dual number 10s, he has Doku providing width and pace on the left, and now he can add Semenyo on the right wing, giving him another 2-footed dribbler who can score goals and create chances. That is 5 genuinely world-class attackers in one team, all in their peak years, all capable of deciding matches on their own. The tactical flexibility this gives Guardiola is insane. He can rotate attackers to keep them fresh for the intense schedule. He can switch formations mid-game without making substitutions. He can overload one side, then quickly switch play to exploit space on the other flank. Arsenal's defense might be the best in the league with only 10 goals conceded, but how do you prepare for an attack with so many weapons and so much variety? Arsenal are trying to win the title by being solid defensively and grinding out results week after week. They have been exceptional at the back with 9 clean sheets, but Manchester City are building the most dangerous attack in Premier League history. They already have 41 goals this season, the most of any team, and that is without a natural right winger who can score 8 goals in 16 matches like Semenyo can. If you are Mikel Arteta, you have to be losing sleep over this. Arsenal have worked so hard to get here. They are top at Christmas for the 3rd time in 4 years. Everything is going to plan. But City are about to get even stronger in January, while Arsenal are not expected to make any major signings. Manchester City know how to chase down teams in the title race. They have that championship mentality and winning experience. They've done it to Arsenal twice in the last 3 years when the Gunners led at Christmas but couldn't hold on. Adding Semenyo would give them fresh legs and new energy when the season is most intense in February and March. It would send a message to Arsenal and the rest of the league that City are not backing down from this title fight. For Arsenal, this is their worst nightmare coming true. They have worked so hard to get ahead and build this lead, but City are closing the gap and strengthening their squad. With only 2 points separating them and half a season to play, this title race goes down to the wire. But if City signs Semenyo in January, Arsenal might experience that same heartbreak for the 3rd year running. The Ghanaian winger is about to become City's secret weapon in the title race. His pace, goals, unpredictability, and ability to play either wing make him the perfect Guardiola player. Combined with Haaland's goals, Cherki's creativity, Foden's timing, and Doku's pace, you get an attack that could genuinely score 4 or 5 goals in any match against anyone. Arsenal fans should be very worried right now. City are not just trying to catch them, they are trying to blow past them with the best attack in Europe. If this Semenyo deal goes through in January, Arsenal's dream of finally winning the Premier League might slip away again. The title race is about to get even more intense, and Arsenal have a massive fight on their hands to hold off the champions. Manchester City are coming for them, and Antoine Semenyo might just be the weapon that makes all the difference.